There's a multitude of issues there. There's mental health issues there, and some people just need just someone to listen, just to give them a bit of a helping hand in a direction that's positive and proactive to helping them get out of the situation they're in. There's a stigma involved with the homeless, and if you don't look quite up to standards, then you don't even get appointments or anything like that. So it's very disheartening. A lot of people are one paycheck away from being homeless, you know. I got a cold and pneumonia set in, so I was flat out on my back and I couldn't get to work. I was living in a tent and I was still managing to keep my job, but it's next to impossible. You don't have power, so you don't have an alarm clock or just the comforts of, you know, like getting a coffee in the morning. It was a train wreck in slow motion. I just love being able to give back to the community and trying to figure out a proactive way of dealing with the homeless issue and other things that are involved with that. Having a roof over your head is it's vital to sustaining a full-time job and having a life and getting your family back together and whatnot, right? It's the first step that needs to be done.
I always gave some change and stuff to some homeless people, or I'd go buy them a cup of coffee. But I never, ever expected to be like this. It can happen to anybody. I didn't get here because I'm lazy. I held down a job from 14 until I got sick. I had breast cancer. So they immediately put me on disability and said, you're top of the list. You're one of the most needy because you've been sick. Other than single mothers with kids, I was next. And I haven't had one phone call. No. Welfare is like $610 a month. You can't live on that. Somebody please tell me what I'm supposed to do.
We know that if a homeless person is admitted to hospital, they're going to be in there for longer. It's going to be harder to discharge them. They may suffer a more challenging course after they've been in hospital. They use the emergency department more. We want to reduce these health inequities by helping them to be adequately housed. It was found that Housing First policy was extremely effective in improving the health and well-being of those people, and they were more likely to stay housed if the first thing we did for that community was to provide them with a home. When we look at providing supportive housing for homeless people, it actually is very cost-effective. There's been estimates it costs about $55,000 a year to provide services to homeless people in BC, and it costs much less than that to house them for a year.